Hi there Virgo, thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 14th of July. This week begins with the Sun and Mars continuing an angle which developed towards the end of last week. This is a right angle known as a square, and this aspect sees you potentially with something of a decision about your long-term future. You may find yourself with two different options. One could be lucrative, but it might be something you don't really fancy doing. On the other hand, something that comes up could really fill you with enthusiasm, especially if it's more idealistic, but it may not be so practical, and you may find yourself wavering between which you should do. Perhaps this will just be around a key spending decision. And anything to do with friendship and money is something you need to proceed with care, because if there is some kind of purchase necessary, perhaps towards a group trip or a holiday, deposits are required, you need to make sure that you're making your own decision and not doing something under duress. But there's no doubt about it, friendships continue to be a marvellous potential area for you, and this is going to be reinforced when Venus moves on Friday into this sector as well. It's possible that one person who you see only as a friend now could become something much more in the weeks to come, or you may find that within your circle there is someone you're going to meet new, and this is a person you can become much closer to. This could purely be platonic, it could be something that's much more personal. But with Jupiter moving midweek, and it's going to be moving into its new home for the next 12 months, I do feel a more philosophical and spiritual side of your nature can start to be aroused over the next year. And this suggests that whatever friends you're being attracted to this week, there's probably part of you that's more concerned about the quality rather than the quantity, and your instincts are going to be bang on if that is the case. Now, money, of course, has been dominated to a degree by Mars's presence in your second solar house for some while, but it is alongside the North Node this week, so there is a sense that something can come to pass that maybe you're due, or circumstances you're experiencing are the accumulation of a long period of particular individual events. So if things aren't going quite so well, it may be time for some kind of rethink. What is very good news is that Saturn starts to go forwards this week. It's been rewinding for the last 5.5 months in the part of your horoscope that's to do with your communications, to do with how you think. And perhaps there has been times when you found yourself not quite getting on with others as easily or as comfortably as you would like. Perhaps some of your ideas don't actually agree with them. But this change is going to make communications generally easier, and if you have been going through some frustrations around technology or anything to do with publishing or the web, then I think these are areas too that can lighten up for you. However, there is a quarter moon right at the end of this week, and this quarter moon suggests that when it comes to those friendships again and the way that this quarter moon is going to impact, just watch out for one person who may be rather jealous of you. Now, your ruler Mercury is also going to be going face to face with Pluto as this week draws to a close. So perhaps, despite all the potential for a friendship, you may be finding yourself needing to make a decision, and that could see you joining up with one person more closely and moving away from one alliance that used to be important. And it's going to be key, if you can, to try to be diplomatic about this. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.